What's up, Exiles? It's Hegemony, and as promised, I was going to do a flicker variation of the Immortal Wukong Janitor. I swapped out some gems. I didn't want to get too picky with the colors, so I just ended up putting a tabula rasa, but obviously you can imagine if it had a lightning coil. It's the same concept. We're just going to check to see how it actually plays in the combat rotation. The flicker strike is linked with power charge on crit damage, multi-strike, melee fizz, and added fire. And added fire for more overkill damage. I tested this build with a Herald of Ash Prolift, and because I was Prolift and I didn't have the reduced mana, I was only able to run one Herald plus Hatred. And honestly, if you're doing Prolift, you don't want to freeze crit anyway shatter, because it's not going to Prolift that fire. But I enjoyed the instant damage route. So we're going to do this Gorge, and you guys can make your own judgment. Running Blood Rage is no problem. I have it attached with increased duration, and honestly, you don't even need it. It's 32 seconds standalone. With the thing, it's a ridiculous 44 seconds because I have the duration nodes. Enfeeble, I put it up here. I honestly feel like if you were to put it, you know, something else, maybe a 4-link heavy strike would be more suitable to go along with the flicker strike, because I feel like it struggles with the bosses, especially bosses without ads. And my life regen is almost enough to keep up with the current degen of Blood Rage, with a negative, I believe, 9 chaos resistance. That's with the tabula having 2. So the gear is still the same. Don't really need to itemize differently. The tree changed a little bit, I believe. I removed an AoE node for hold on. I removed an AoE node for something. I think I needed something else to get it to work. Maybe it was a resist. Another option is to run Frenzy as a single target to generate charges, but right now I'm solely relying on only having Blood Rage as my Frenzy charge duration, so that's why the start can get kind of clunky, but once you get going, it's pretty fast. The Mortal Call action is still the same. I've also tried a variant of using Endurance Charge on melee stun. While it was pretty decent, and it also didn't require me to self-cast Enduring Cry, I didn't find it to be that good. It was much better having a more controlled Immortal Call, you know, because you're not going to be getting endurance charges all the time. I was getting maybe in one pack 1 to 2 charges, and it didn't really ramp up on bosses either.
Thanks for watching.
But overall, I kind of like that sweep comes out on top in a lot of ways, and that was the original intent. Really happy with how the weapon came out. It's not really bad at clearing trash with Flicker Strike. We all know that Flicker Strike has some desyncy issues, but without power charge on crit, it was really hard to generate power charges. It would fall off a lot of the time. So I still feel like power charge on crit is more suited, and it also helps, you know, create more consistent kills for frenzy, or for Blood Rage to give me frenzy charges. I do feel like the Ranger with Dagger Flicker was a much stronger choice for Flicker Strike, mainly because the defense is behind it, and it didn't really struggle with bosses all that much. Frenzy on a single link was enough to get that started, and I mean, it would do probably nearly the same. Again, I haven't changed my accuracy. It's relatively the same skill tree with maybe the exception of one point that was adjusted. After I complete this run, I will be speccing into a PvP staff build, and I will be fine-tuning it, buying gear and items. And if you guys want to catch some of the high-level dueling scene, feel free to come into my stream when I go live. You can add me on friends list. It's a good way to get notifications of when I stream, because it is on and off depending upon what I have going on in the day. Not incredibly fast, but it's not slow either. I do prefer the leap sweep still, and I believe it's going to be faster than this too. The pro-lifting, it seemed like I had to wait too much. There was way too much waiting for mobs to die. Like, while I didn't have to touch them, if I just kept on going, they would have died, but then I wouldn't have been able to see the loot. Alright, so we're approaching the boss. Oh snap, and apparently I just got my MTX, so let's nope, I didn't get it yet. So I'm getting my Halo, thank God. It looked really lame when it came out the first time. It was just a regular thing, but I assume that they're adding it as we speak individually per account. Anyways, if you guys like this video and really like this character, feel free to post comments, ask questions, and feel free to subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Peace.